Young Learners HQ.
Hello, young learners. Our story for today is about Hansel and Gretel by Brothers Grimm. Once upon a time, in a land where there wasn't enough food, there were two kids named Hansel and Gretel, the young children of a poor woodcutter. Their stepmother, who wasn't very kind, wanted to leave them in the woods all alone to take care of themselves.
We must take the children into the woods and leave them there. We cannot feed them anymore.
I cannot do such a thing. They are my children.
Unbeknownst to them, Hansel and Gretel overheard their conversation. That night, Hansel sneaked out to gather shiny white pebbles.
Do not worry, Gretel. God won't leave us alone.
The next day, the family ventured deep into the woods. Hansel, with his pockets full of pebbles, left a trail as they walked. After being abandoned, the children waited until nightfall. The moonlight revealed the shiny pebbles, which they followed back home, much to their stepmother's rage. Time passed and food became scarce again. The stepmother ordered the woodcutter to abandon the children even deeper into the woods. This time, the door was locked and Hansel couldn't gather pebbles. The following morning, the family ventured into the woods again. Hansel crumbled his piece of bread and left a trail of crumbs behind. But when they were left alone once more, they found that the birds had swooped down and gobbled up all the crumbs.
Oh no! The birds ate all the crumbs. Now what do we do? How will we find our way back?
After days of wandering, feeling lost and hungry, they stumbled upon a gentle dove. The dove seemed to beckon them towards a clearing in the woods, where they spotted a cottage made entirely of bread. Its roof was made of cake, and its windows sparkled with sugar.
Look, Hansel, a house made of bread and cake. Maybe someone kind lives there. Let's go and see.
As they approached, an elderly woman emerged from the house and welcomed them in with a warm smile.
My dear children, come inside. You must be hungry. I'll make you a delicious meal.
Thank you, kind lady. We're very hungry.
The elderly woman's kindness seemed to soothe their worries, but little did they know, danger lurked within those walls. The next morning, the witch locked Hansel in a stable and forced Gretel to work hard, giving her nothing but crab shells to eat.
Why are you doing this to us? Please, let us go.
Silence, girl. You will work for me, and your brother will be my feast.
Fear gripped Hansel and Gretel as they realized the true intentions of the witch, but they knew they had to stay strong and find a way to escape her clutches.
Let me feel your finger, child, to see how fat you've become.
Hansel cleverly offered a thin bone instead.
Quick, Gretel, give me that bone from yesterday's dinner. What are you going to do with it? Trust me, I have a plan.
With a sly grin, Hansel handed the bone to the witch, who inspected it with her weak eyes.
Still too thin. I need you plumper, my dear boy.
Unbeknownst to the witch, Hansel's quick thinking had bought them some time, but their troubles were far from over. After weeks of waiting, the witch decided she couldn't wait any longer to feast on Hansel. She began preparing the oven, stoking the fire to make it nice and hot. But as she worked, her hunger grew, and she realized she could devour Gretel too.
I'm so hungry, I could eat both of them. Yes, that's what I'll do.
Hansel and Gretel listened in terror as the witch plotted their demise, knowing they had to act fast if they were to escape her wicked clutches.
Lean over and see if the fire is hot enough.
Sensing the witch's sinister intent, Gretel pretended not to understand what she meant.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Oh, fine. I'll show you myself.
Frustrated by Gretel's hesitation, the witch stepped closer to the oven to demonstrate. But quick as a flash, Gretel seized the opportunity and pushed the witch with all her might, sending her tumbling into the fiery oven. With a loud bang, Gretel slammed the door shut and bolted it tightly.
Take that, you wicked witch!
With the witch defeated, Gretel rushed to free Hansel from the stable. Together, they explored the cottage and found boxes filled with gleaming pearls and precious stones.
Wow, Gretel, look at all these treasures. Let's take as much as we can carry. It'll help us start a new life.
They stuffed their pockets with as many jewels as they could and bid farewell to the cottage. Outside, a majestic white duck awaited them.
Hop on, dear children. I'll ferry you across the water.
With gratitude, Hansel and Gretel climbed onto the duck's back, and it carried them safely across the vast expanse of water.
Thank you, kind duck.
Finally, they arrived home, but to their surprise, they found only their father waiting for them.
My dear children, you're back.
With the witch's wealth, Hansel, Gretel, and their father lived happily ever after. And that, my dear friends, is the end of our tale. May the tale of Hansel and Gretel inspire us all to face life's challenges with bravery and compassion, knowing that with these virtues, we can create our own happily ever after.